Hello everyone, I'm Jensen. Today is Friday, April 30th, and I have all the stories you need to know to get in the loop tonight. First, if you collected unemployment last year during the pandemic, but filed taxes before Congress voted to make a lot of that money tax-free, you should be getting an automatic refund within the next few months. And those payments could begin any day now. Back on March 31st, the IRS announced that they expected the first payments to go out in May, but we still haven't gotten an exact date on when the payments would begin. For taxpayers who earn less than $150,000 in 2020, the American Rescue Plan allows couples who file taxes jointly to exclude up to $20,400 in jobless benefits from their taxes. For everyone else, up to $10,200 is forgiven. The bill was signed into law on March 11th, a month after tax season started. Millions of Americans, including those who collected unemployment and had been taxed for it, had already turned in their 2020 returns when it was signed. The IRS said it would take steps to make changes to the returns and calculate appropriate refunds for those who already filed. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And ahead of President Joe Biden's address to Congress earlier this week, many Americans seem to be wondering if a fourth stimulus check would be up for discussion. Searches for Biden speech stimulus and Biden fourth stimulus increased on Google during his speech. Now, the president did bring up his most recent American Rescue Plan during his address, which passed in March and approved a third round of stimulus checks to Americans with a maximum amount of $1,400 for those making up to $75,000 a year. But there was no indication from the speech that Biden plans to introduce another bill with more stimulus checks. Multiple reports last month indicated 50 Democratic members of the House and up to 21 Democratic U.S. senators signed letters urging Biden to push for recurring payments to Americans as long as the pandemic continues. A poll from Impact Genome and the Associated Press NORC Center for Public Affairs Research found 38 million Americans say they're worse off financially than before the outbreak began in the U.S. For people below the poverty level, 29% said their personal finances worsened. Overall, the poll found 52% of Americans say they were able to save money for the past 3 months, while 37% broke even and 10% were short on paying bills. And the state of Ohio will lose one congressional seat in the 2022 midterm elections, bringing the state's total from 16 members in the House of Representatives to just 15. So the state will need to get to 15 districts through the process of redistricting. And OSU Professor Emeritus of Political Science Paul Beck says new lines need to be drawn before the 2022 midterm elections. To do that, census data broken down by precinct is needed. He predicts that data will show shrinking rural populations across the state and pretty steady cities. Beck says the shift in where people are living could completely change the district map. Congressional districts are supposed to be set by September 1st, according to the Ohio Constitution, so we'll keep you updated on that. And yesterday, 8 people were indicted on charges stemming from the hazing death of BGSU student Stone Foltz. Foltz died March 7th, just days after an alcohol-fueled off-campus fraternity hazing event. Some of the defendants faced felony involuntary manslaughter charges, while most of the defendants were charged with multiple misdemeanor counts of hazing, failure to comply with underage alcohol laws, and obstructing official business. The defendants have summonses to appear in court on May 19th at 1 p.m., and arrests may be made if the defendants fail to appear. The Foltz family attorney stressed that what happened to Foltz is not worthy of just a misdemeanor. He hopes the case helps lead to the passing of Collins Law, named after Colin Wyatt, a freshman at Ohio University who died after collapsing on the floor of an off-campus fraternity house in 2018. The proposed law would make hazing a felony in Ohio. The estranged husband of Amber Eichner entered not guilty pleas to murder charges Friday morning, 2 days after a body presumed to be the Genoa mother of 4 was found. 34-year-old Amber Eichner went missing from the small town of Genoa on April 14th. John Eichner is charged with murder in addition to previous charges against him of child endangerment and tampering with evidence. At his arraignment in Ottawa County Municipal Court on Wednesday afternoon, John Eichner's bond was set at $1,070,000 with no 10%. He now faces 28 felony charges including aggravated murder, abuse of a corpse, tampering with evidence, criminal possession of tools, and money laundering. John Eichner's arraignment in Ottawa County Common Pleas Court is scheduled for May 3rd at 8:30 a.m. And I have a link in the description of this video with more information on this case. And with the weekend now upon us, let's see what's ahead in our forecast. I'm going to pass things off to our first alert weather team.
Tonight there is a frost advisory up. 34 is our forecast low for Toledo. Then tomorrow breezy and much warmer, 75 for a high. And on Sunday, The breeze will continue from the southwest. I don't think it's going to be quite as strong. High temperatures warming into the 80s make Sunday a really good looking day. Monday, there's an 80% chance of rain, 74. It will cool back in the middle of next week and stay cool for a number of days. Tuesday, a 30% chance of rain, 65. Wednesday looks to squeak through dry, a high there, 65. And on Thursday of next week, the high around 60. And Friday, the high near 60 degrees.
But that is all I have for you today. If you liked this video, hit that like button and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Jensen and now you're in the loop.